You know, I was thinking, what are we missing in the credit card space? What would really take credit cards to that next level? Politics. And that's where the Coign card comes in.
It's actually pronounced Coign. The G is silent.
Huh. First of all, I'm gonna try to remain unbiased as possible for this review. So the Coign credit card brings politics into the credit card space. Now, whether or not we needed a politically driven credit card product is questionable, but here we are. This card is aimed toward conservatives who like getting cash back on their purchases, but also like to see their money go toward conservative causes. Decked out in a snippet of the Declaration of Independence and colored in red, the Coign credit card is gonna get you unlimited 1% cash back on every purchase. And this card also touts no annual fee. But the biggest selling feature of this card is the fact that they're gonna donate a portion of the merchant fees to conservative charities. So every time you use a credit card, the merchant has to pay a small fee on that transaction. And that fee partially goes to the issuing bank, the card network, and the payment processor. So what Coign's gonna do is they're gonna take this fee and donate a portion of it to charity at no additional cost to the cardholder.
So who's behind this innovative credit card idea?
Coign was founded by CEO Rob Collins and has partnered with MRV Banks out of Missouri. Rob Collins stated that for the first time, the Coign card's gonna allow conservatives to spend right, no matter where they shop. He also goes on to say that in recent years, mainstream banks, credit card companies, and corporations have pursued far-left agendas and have not invested in or supported their conservative customers' views. Instead, Rob says they've supported the politics of the left and have given billions to groups aligned with far-left liberal causes. I mean, this is honestly the first time I've ever even thought about politics and credit cards at the same time. For me, I just want a credit card with good rewards on the stuff that I spend money on. What about you? Do you care if your card is conservative or liberal, or do you pretty much just care about the rewards? I'm gonna go over my concerns with this card, but first let's dive a little into Coign's website. Right on the front page, we can see there's a button to join now, but when we click it, it's simply a waitlist so you can receive updates. I went ahead and joined the waitlist, and I'm currently number 1,426 in line. So it looks like they're really just in the early phases right now, where they're marketing and trying to spread the word. And if we scroll down a bit, there's a section about who Coign's investors are. After a short spiel about how a bunch of banks and investors slam the door in their faces because they're conservatives, Coign goes on to state that all of their investors are American conservatives who are all US citizens and have supported and voted for our last 4 Republican presidents. But do they have any foreign investment? Heck no. There's also no indication on whether or not this card will have foreign transaction fees. Now, I did reach out to Coign with a couple questions, but I got no response. So you may be asking yourself, well, what are the exact charities that Coign's going to be donating to? Well, as you can see, there's no details on that yet. However, Coign has stated that cardholders are going to be able to vote on the charities, which is actually a pretty good idea. I think an even better idea would be to take the Amazon Smile approach and allow cardholders to select from a group of charities that their personal credit card swipes will fund. Their FAQ also has a section where you can recommend a charity. And Rob Collins has stated that there's going to be 3 charities that cardholders can vote on. And I'm assuming these charities are going to rotate. So maybe they'll have this voting process every quarter or maybe every year. That's just my guess. And clear as day, we can see a voting countdown, which I'm assuming is when voting on the charities is gonna begin. While there hasn't been a release day mentioned yet, I'm wondering if this countdown is also when the card's gonna be made available.
So exactly how much of the merchant fees are they gonna donate?
This actually brings us to my primary concerns with this card. There's currently no indication of how much is actually gonna be donated from the merchant fees. I'm assuming this means one of 2 things. Either they haven't decided how much will be donated, or they don't want you to know how much it's going to be because maybe it's a very low percentage. So far, Coign's really lacking when it comes to the particulars. And today, people really appreciate transparency when it comes to their financial accounts. My other concern with this card is that it's simply just not that attractive. It's a measly 1% flat rate cashback card where with other cards, you can easily get 2 to 5% back on your purchases. So I'm gonna give you a better strategy if you wanna donate to the charity of your choice when you swipe your credit card. Simply get yourself a 2% flat rate cashback card, take 1% for yourself, and donate the additional 1% to charity. Credit card cashback is generally not considered taxable income, and you'll be able to deduct the charitable donations you make on your tax return. That's a win-win right there. But what it seems like the Coign card's doing is they're giving you a subpar cashback rate and they're donating an undisclosed amount to charity, which they can then write off on their tax return. Make sure to subscribe. Peace.